anytime you have more than one person getting together with another person, there are always challenges, even in a home, between man and wife, between children, siblings. And you can expect how much more challenging it will be if you get politicians from different political divides wanting to work together. It will always be challenging, and it has never been easy anywhere in the world. Go to countries which are good at forming coalitions and partnerships, UK, Israel. You'll find there's always a challenge getting people to work together. Ours is even more awkward because it is before elections. You see, after an election, it's always easier because the issues are clear. Say you want my MPs to be able to form government, okay? I'll give you the 15 MPs. But you know what we stand for. So can you accommodate a bit of it? Yes. But ours is before. So it's really challenging. But what is coming to the fore is that we are entrenching this way of doing things. First, it's an affront on political party democracy. Certainly you cannot have this kind of coalitions and expect to have parties flourishing. Look, Azimio has already swallowed ODM. I think it was by design. You know, that's what UDA was trying to avoid. But again, my last point is to do with that. UDA has also come to accept, like many of the things I've always said, including the BBI, come to pass. Ruto has come to the realization that this Kenyan politics, for now, is still ethnic-based. And number two is regional-based. Number three, our politics is played around big figures. You see, big names, sometimes even family names. If you want to think you can play this politics differently, and I kept saying Ruto will realize in the fullness of time that you are not going to succeed, to say you are a William Ruto alone, national party, you don't care about these tribal briefcase parties, kingpins, tribal leaders, but you will have to bring at some point Wetangula the Fifth, together with Mudavadi, and a few of these others, because that's how Kenyan politics is. It is difficult some, but that's how it is.
What do you mean Wetangula the Fifth?
Wetangula is the fifth. We from Western, we know he's the fifth.
What does that mean?
It means we are hoping he can become president in 2022. Things happen in politics, my friend. So anyway, what we are saying is, for both teams, they have a challenge in many things, including nominations, including staying afloat, including accommodating some very interesting demands like names. You know, but they bring numbers. So you see, I'm happy that Kalonzo is with Azimio, because now this guy, Fred, they can now rest pretty and perhaps give him that number 2 slot. Do you intend to give Kalonzo? I suspect you want to give him, because if you give Kalonzo, then you'll benefit in one way. Uhuru said in Western during the burial of Musalia Mudavadi's mother, God rest her soul, Mama Hannah, that we can break from this Kikuyu Kalenjin thing, which is dangerous to the country, by the way. So if Azimio were to give Kalonzo Musyoka in that coalition of theirs with an interesting name, that means they can now look at Ruto and say, look, Ruto, you are a Kalenjin. You want to take off from a Kikuyu, and you are running mate as Kikuyu. So they'll be better. Maybe you had better try Kalonzo. You'll break that circle.
I hear you. Allow me to hear from the Vice Chair of UDA first. Because yes, there's that deadline of coalition political party. Has UDA now decided which form to take within Kenya Kwanza? Is it coalition political party, or is it an ordinary coalition?
Well, there's work in progress. We've been discussing with our partners, the first two, that's Fort Kenya and ANC, and also the other partners that have joined us. But I just want to disabuse my good friend, Manyora, that we did not refuse coalitions at the beginning, but we wanted to build our momentum first. We did not want people to hike a lift on us and leave us half the way. But now that with the fullness of time, that we have over 7 million members, of registered members of UDA, we are now willing to engage other Kenyans in forming a coalition that is durable. In the long term, we want to move into one political entity that captures the imagination of Kenyans. And that's the best way to go about it. And it's likely that without preempting what the technical team is doing, we are likely to move into a coalition where we'll negotiate certain positions. For example, in Trans Nzoia, we have already said we are going to support the gubernatorial candidate of Fort Kenya, that's Chris Wamalwa, for purposes of capturing that particular seat, and many other places. Instead of saying that we present candidates on Kenya Kwanza, we still believe that let us allow the parties to flourish. Fort Kenya, ANC, Jibebe, and any other political entities that will come on board come the 9th of this month. And that will allow them to move towards the normal organic motions, towards forming an entity, because we strongly believe in the next 5 years, we should be a political entity that is homogeneous and also reflects the diversity of this country. Because that's the only way we can kill tribalism. What Herman is talking about, tribal kingpins, is because we've not graduated from believing that it is only one of our own who can liberate us, to the extent that Tanzania has already done, that it is not important where you come from. It is important what training have you gone through. It is important what kind of socialization have you gone through, and do you believe in the basic tenets of the party. That is what we want to do.
Okay.
And personally, I've said I want to spend the next 5 years trying to see what is the best for Kenya when it comes to political entities.